Всем привет, с вами Фьюшпак, и сегодня мы играем в Агата Кристи. Точнее, продолжаем играть в Агата Криста, не помню. А остановились мы на том, что к нам пришел муж убитой девушки. В общем, вот. Так, задание, давайте посмотрим. Да, заставить Франца протрезветь. В общем-то, вот. Короче, вот. Сейчас мы будем его допрашивать. Допросить его. А как его привести в чувство, скажете? Типа, у меня есть какой-то предмет, который его может привести. Так, а как нам сделать так, чтобы он протрезвел?
It's Alice Asher's notebook. Ah, that's interesting. It probably contains information about her. Oddly, the fruit seller has debts too. She will probably be more cooperative thanks to this piece of information.
Так, значит, мы сейчас должны...
Howard was telling the truth. Mrs. Asher regularly gave money to her alcoholic husband.
Ага, вот мы и нашли, собственно. Так, это интересненько. Значит, мы сейчас должны пойти к... Получается, к фруктовому магазину. Сейчас. Ой, а что так все плохо? Ой, а что так светло все? Светло, реально. Прям светло-светло. Так, здорово, мать. Гнев... Ну, наверное.
Fruit is rotten.
What? A foreigner dares to say that?
According to the victim's account book, you owed her £10 for tobacco and magazines.
That's a lie. She owed me £1. I swear.
Now, please be so kind as to explain this.
Look at my account book. Alice owed me £11 for fruit and vegetables. I may have had a slate at her shop, but she had one at mine. She owed me £1. And that reminds me I have to get it back from her niece.
That is quite enough. Your account book has saved you, but I might ask Chief Inspector Chap to throw you in the cells for 1 or 2 nights while he checks your entries. You want to go to prison?
Prison? Now that's not fair. I haven't done nothing.
In that case, I am counting on your full collaboration.
Listen, I didn't kill Alice, I swear. But it's true that I did go to the shop yesterday.
At what time?
6 o'clock. She left me a note saying she wanted some strawberries if I got some. I received them late, about 6. So I took them over to her.
But you did not see her.
She wasn't in the shop, so I just put the strawberries on the counter and left.
You were not alarmed?
I thought Alice had just gone to get her medicine from her room and that she'd be straight back.
You mentioned medicine.
Something for her cough. She used to take it a lot.
Who do you think killed her?
France, her scoundrel of a husband. He was always after her for something. Well, he's a foreigner. Sorry, sir. What I mean is he's German. That's even worse.
Did you see Franz Asher enter the tobacco shop late yesterday afternoon?
Well, no. But at that time of the day, the streets are packed, and I have better things to do than watch her shop.
Угу. Опа, тут уже все.
He's not in any condition to be questioned. I have to find a way to sober him up.
Так, ну давайте поговорим вот с этим молодым человеком. Да
He's
не...
not in any... The priority is to question Asher. The priority is to question Asher.
А как мне его допросить?
He's not in any condition to be questioned. I have to
А
find a
как
way.
его привести к чувству? Что за бред? Так, я забыл управление, во-первых. А, вот, там было управление. Вот, так быстрее будет. А как его привести к чувству? Водку ему дать, типа, что?
Nothing suggests any sign of a fight.
Угу. А что мне с ним надо сделать?
He's not in any condition to be questioned. I have to find a way.
Сначала надо его привести к чувству. В чувство.
The priority is to question Asher.
А как? Может, его надо какой-нибудь... Что-нибудь дать?
I've finished with this subject.
Типа, налить на него горячей водой! Гениально.
Lived very simply.
Да супер. Что мне с тобой сделать?
Blood. Did Alice Asher suffer?
Так, что это значит? Блин, я не знаю, что мне делать, кстати. Давайте еще раз.
Strawberries, sixpence.
I will not obtain anything else.
Да,
I'll just borrow your bottle a moment.
Take it. It's what Alice used to sober up her husband. But try not to empty the bottle.
ай, господи, как же это было понятно, что надо было взять уксус. Господи, почему я так тупой? Не понимаю. Вот так, наверное, будет идеальней. Так, применить как уксус к тебе, жопа ты вонючая. Использовать. Что такое-то? Что так? Алло? Да ты можешь? Да ёперный театр, как жито слово.
Mes amis, I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6.
Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold. I've been talking to the neighbours and...
No one's seen anything? Or rather, it's anything and everything. Am I wrong?
No.
Yeah. We must... man is in rather a bad state. This man has been fighting and he smells of alcohol. What were you doing yesterday at the time of the crime?
Can't recall.
Come on, my friend. Try to remember. It is important.
I'm really sorry, sir, but I don't remember a thing.
I see. But maybe you do remember threatening to kill your wife?
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
Are you often involved in fights?
I don't know what you mean.
Asha, look me in the eye and tell me that you were in a fight.
I'm looking. No, I wasn't in a fight.
You are right. Looking at the state of you, you did not defend yourself. So someone gave you a good beating.
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye. You see the state of him?
Very interesting. Who is the other that you struck?
Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon, I met Roderick Tanner. We'd bet on a dog fight together.
An illegal bet, naturally.
Yes, sir. Our dog won. Roderick got the money, but he refused to give me my share.
And you fought about it. What time was this?
In the evening, about 6, I think. We were on the other side of town. You see, I couldn't have killed my wife.
Ага, это значит не он. Кстати, у меня были подозрения, что это реально он был. Это может быть, кстати.
Asher's alibi appears to be confirmed. All the same, I'm going to call and check that he did have a fight with this Tanner on the afternoon of the murder. You can never trust this sort of chap.
One thing is certain, Asher was a ruffian who used to beat his wife.
But he is not very educated. It certainly was not him who wrote the letter signed BBC. Let's resume, Hastings.
Я не думаю, что это, кстати, будет это она.
He did not kill her for money. That appears to be certain.
В общем, короче, я не думаю, что это муж. Я думаю, это продавщица фруктов. Не знаю почему, кстати. Есть такое ощущение. Возможно, это персонаж, которого мы даже не видели еще пока. Эта игра очень долгая.
We do know enough to try and reconstruct the events.
Игра очень интересная. На самом деле, детективы это очень интересно. Чего, время идет?
The killer enters the shop.
Угу. Шел в магазин.
Mrs. Asher turns around to greet a customer. The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her.
He then places the ABC on the counter before leaving.
Мы видели, кто это
was
был.
not found like that. We are not
А,
far
мы,
from
кстати,
the
видели,
solution,
кто это
Hastings.
был.
Would
Так,
you mind if we thought about it a little more?
я не помню, кто это был. Но я видел, он в очках вроде был.
The killer enters the shop.
Mrs. Asher keeps her back turned. The murderer grabs his walking stick. She turns around, he strikes her violently. He then places the ABC on the counter before leaving.
No, the victim has no road to the temple. And the ABC is not the same as in the crime scene.
Ой, а что так все плохо видно-то? Вот он, ребят, нормально всё. Так, неудача, что это...
The killer enters the shop.
Так, входит в магазин. Так, ну, попросить двигаться, точнее.
Mrs. Asher turns around to greet a customer. The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her. He then places the ABC upside down before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Удача, ребята! Вообще кайф. Получилось, да. Мы видели в начале убийцу. Это была не... Я забыл про это. Это был какой-то мужик в очках вроде бы.
Asher has a strong alibi, and we don't have any other suspect. But what was the point?
She had no debts. She gave Franz Asher money regularly. She wasn't owed money. Nobody stood to gain anything.
No doubt about it, the murderer is insane.
And I fear that we have not heard the last of him.
I hope you're wrong for once.
Yeah, let's go back to London. If we hurry, we should catch the 7:02 train. Are you coming?
No, unfortunately, I have to talk with Andover police.
See you.
Так, ну мы, значит, едем сейчас на поезде. Это следующее преступление должно быть сейчас.
Well, do you have any idea about the killer's identity?
The crime
Усы,
was
лук
committed by a man of
Купидона.
medium height, with red hair and suspicious eyes. He has a slight limp on the right foot and a wart just below his shoulder blade.
Poirot.
Mon ami, what do you want? You fix upon me a look of dog-like devotion and demand of me a pronouncement à la Sherlock Holmes. Now for the truth. I do not know what the murderer looks like, nor where he lives, nor how to set hands.
What shall we do then?
Nothing. Do not be so impatient, Hastings. The killer will manifest himself.
I thought I heard the postman. Maybe there's some news.
I will go and see.
Так, пойдемте посмотрим. Going to the... О, вентилятор. Надо включить.
Some cool air.
Так, давайте сначала все осмотрим, потом пойдем, так как это у нас...
Daily Flicker, June the 22nd, 1935. Battle of a...
Прочитайте письмо. Так, о, что-то взять.
It is not the right time.
Сейчас не верим. Хорошо. Возьмем фрукт. Нет. Что тут еще можно сделать, типа. А что там еще? Так, дверь, вот она, вот она, вот. Но я в нее пока не хочу идти. Так, все поправил, ну все, можно идти. Очки эго. Меня бесит, что он немного отходит иногда.
Andover, Hampshire, population.
Это его, короче, план убийства, получается. То есть он типа такой дебил, что все рассказал нам. Хотя не знаю, насколько он дебил. Потому что... Ну, не факт, что он дебил, потому что он просто рассказал, где будет убийство, скорее всего. Хотя... Так, читаем.
Well, what do you think? I believe that I won this round. The Andover affair went like clockwork, don't you feel? But the fun has only just started. We're having a crazy time. Best wishes. The next crime will be in Bexhill. We must warn Jap to Scotland Yard.
Did the letter...
To be honest, I think we can already guess something about the next victim. But I need to think about it a little more. Let us examine this more closely. Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects. appears to be quite unusual. That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
Так, еще I.
Yes, this I is weird. Yes, the I characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
А может стертая тоже типа?
The W is not printed
А
properly.
вот. Так, а тут тоже
Of
бык.
course, the W characters in the two letters do indeed.
Ну
have
ты,
the
блин,
same
Шерлок Холмс, реально.
My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter.
Я детектив вообще, конечно.
Those letters were written on the same typewriter and show the same characteristics.
You surprise me, Poirot. You usually ignore material proof.
But there is nothing usual about this case, Hastings. Nothing must be overlooked. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Да. Гений. Гений. Просто гений. На самом деле я просто по рандому все нажимал, потому что это изи. Раз. Имя следующей жертвы будет на Б.
So, Poirot, have you found something?
Oui, I believe so. But I am afraid it is
Так,
not-
ну это интересно, мы сейчас поедем в Бесглиш, или как это там называется. Короче, серия затянется пипец намного. Так, что у нас получается? Алло, покинуть... О, да, поехали. И тут все посмотрели. Пойдем, Бырь. Так, погнали. Так, ну мы сейчас... Ну что, поехали.
To Scotland Yard, please.
To Scotland Yard, please. Так, да, это очень интересно даже. Вот мы здесь. А вот он. Так, джеб это у нас вот это, да?
Jap appears to be snowed under. Jap appears to already be overloaded with work. My news is not going to improve matters. Bonjour, Chief Inspector. I am afraid we have some bad news. I have just received another letter signed ABC. The next crime will be on the 25th in Bexhill-on-Sea.
Are you completely sure it's from the same person?
I have compared the two letters. There is no doubt about it.
I suppose you think he's going to carry out his threats.
I fear so.
Good God, Poirot. Bexhill is very busy at this time of year, and we have no idea who the next victim will be.
I suspect that the name of the second victim will start with B.
What on earth makes you think such a thing?
I thought about it when I...
So, it's an alphabet fiend. I'm going to have a list drawn up of all the people whose name starts with B. I hope there aren't too many of them.
Bien. We should leave you to work, Chief Inspector.
You have a few days to prepare yourself.
Thank you for coming, my friends.
Так, окей, мы сообщили ему. На самом деле, я не думаю, что вот этот ответ будет... Хотя нет, это, наверное, самый...
Chief Inspector Jap, your call does not bode well.
just found the body of a young woman on the beach in Bexhill. An ABC was placed on the body.
We'll be there as soon as possible.
Спасибо. Слышали? Спасибо. Так, ну мы в Бэкхилл. Бэксхилл. Бэксхилл. Так, пляж. У нас пляж. А, это в трейлере было, кстати. Так. А где мы? А вот они. Это неинтересно, что ты там рассказываешь. У нас труп твою.
And from his face, I would say that things are not looking good.
Так, ну, going to the... Так, что у нас появилось? Опа. У нас еще нет никаких доказательств. Так, это понятно. Так, ну погнали. Усы морж. Угор. Так, поговорить надо с ним.
How do you do, gentlemen?
Chief Inspector?
I fear your admirer has struck again, Poirot. We haven't yet identified the victim, but it's a young woman, 20 to 25 years old. Death occurred last night between 11:30 and 1 o'clock, and we found...
Was she pretty?
Come on, Poirot, that's rather out of place. It has no bearing on the murder.
Are you certain? For women, it is often the most important thing.
The body hasn't been moved. You can see for yourself.
Has the press been informed?
Not yet, but
No. No.
in...
His marks have been left by a rope or a braided cloth. She was a great beauty. Strange that chap didn't notice it. A braided seat belt. It may have belonged to the victim. The young woman wasn't wearing shoes or a coat and was not carrying a bag. That's strange. Either the murderer. This key is too small to be one for a house. Without a doubt, it is for a... The guide is open at the page. Apart from the marks on her neck, there are no signs of the struggle. She didn't manage. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Гениально. Ну, это самый легкий вопрос, на самом деле. Его изи разгадать первым делом.
He's been strangled with his braided belt. Unfortunately, in view of the fabric, it is unlikely that we will find any prints. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work. The medical officer should confirm that the victim was strangled with her own belt.
That's what I thought. She shows the usual signs of strangulation.
With a little luck, we'll find prints this time.
You are too optimistic, Hastings. Our killer is far too meticulous for that.
Почему он так держит руки, как будто что-то держит? По-моему, наш этот тоже убийца. Все, пипец. Что нам надо? Задание быстро мне. Опознать жертву. Пойдем опознаем. Звук странный. Опознать жертву. Погнали.
She was a great beauty.
Что себя опознать? Ты чё? Ты шо, мать? Что?
Hastings appears to be ill at ease. I fear that... Certes. But how many times would...
Что значит опознать жертву?
She was a great beauty. Strange that... These marks... This hut is locked. The key does not fit the lock. The key does not fit the... The key does not fit the lock.
А, 2 девятки, слышь. Вот он, наверное, этот дом.
This hut is locked. The key does not fit the lock.
Подожди, а что за бред? Почему я к этим не могу так сделать? Шесть? Я же говорю 6. Ну вот он. Бля, ну дебил. Ну нет.